Hello all, and welcome to my next video. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at something a little bit different. It's not something very common on my channel, and that is the Halo Spartan Collection. No, this is not a line you will be seeing me get a lot of. I'm really only getting the characters I like out of the Halo franchise. I'm a huge Halo fan. Even Halo Wars. If you haven't played Halo Wars, go back and play those. To me, they were some of the best strategy games on console ever. Um, But yeah, I'm just getting the characters I like. So far, I have a few of these. I have Master Chief, Cat, Jerome, and I think Emil. Yeah, I think those are the four. Um, I have Spartan Palmer. If you don't know who she is, if I remember correctly, I think she's in Halo Wars 2 and Halo 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And I have Noble Six. I'm so happy for this one. This is a, oh, you can see the dust. They've been sitting there for a minute. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of Halo Reach. I wasn't originally. It's kind of a funny story. Um, I used to not really be a big fan of Halo Reach, even though for a while, like, a lot of people really swear by it being like the best of the Halos. I just never felt that way. I still don't think it's the best of the Halos. I think that distinction still goes to like maybe 2 or 3. But over time, Reach really grew on me. The more I played it and the more I really fell in love with the story, even though it's kind of predictable, I won't give spoilers, I still fell in love with it a lot. So that's one of the reasons I have Cat and I have Emil. I really wanted to get the Reach team as they came out because I'm hoping they obviously make everybody. And Noble Six is he's basically the character that you play as. He is kind of a generic looking Spartan, but it's kind of the point because he's you basically. But I'm so glad we got him. Happy to have him. And Spartan Palmer, I kind of dug her. I thought she was cool. You don't really get to see her in action a whole lot, but I like her, so I ended up getting her. Um, yeah, I'm excited for this. There are a couple things out of this line I would like. Like, I'd like a more classic looking Master Chief as opposed to the Halo Infinite one we kind of got. Still a great figure, though. If you haven't gotten one, I suggest you pick one up. Make sure you check the paint jobs. I get it, the paint scuffs and all that stuff. It's supposed to be weathering. I just think it looks weird, but I understand it. So I tried to get one with as much green on it as I could. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go into these. We'll take a look at Palmer first, because I'm more excited for Noble Six. So we'll do Palmer first. Palmer, yeah. Also, it's funny, when I did the Jerome video, I actually got a lot of DMs on Instagram. People asking me, who the hell is Jerome? If you haven't played Halo Wars, go play those games. They are awesome. If I haven't already, I probably already did mention it in this video. They're some of the best strategy games, I think, ever on console. They were fantastic. Gears Tactics as well. I didn't think Gears Tactics was going to be good, and that game was awesome. But Halo Wars 1 and 2, check them out. Halo Wars 2, especially, if you're going to be picking up Infinite, I highly recommend playing Halo Wars 2. I won't spoil anything, but there's a reason for that. Okay. Apologies, this is the back of the box. Pretty much it's kind of like He-Man. Every He-Man line has He-Man and Skeletor. Every one of these Spartan collections has like a Master Chief. Yeah, so there are different versions. If you get one of the first releases, their visors aren't as reflective. The later releases have a much more reflective visor. Like if you look at the difference between like Master Chief and Jerome, Jerome has a much more like reflective visor. So there we go. I like the packaging on these. These are Wicked Cool Toys, which I think is a part of Jazzwares, right? Yeah, there it is, Jazzwares. To be honest, I don't have a lot of Jazzwares stuff. I do collect the AEW toys because I'm a big wrestling fan, so I get WWE and some AEW toys. I haven't gotten all AEW. You'll notice I get way more WWE Elites than I do AEW toys. But they are Wicked Cool and Jazzwares are the ones who do these. And I think they've done a pretty good job again. I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of the weathering effect. I like the clean armors. That's just a personal preference, though. I ragged on it a lot in like the original Master Chief video, if you go back and watch it, where I was just like, I hate this weathering effect. She comes with the dual magnums, so cool. They do have pegs because they're you can put them on her. So looks like we also have her rifle. If I had one complaint about like the Spartan collection in general, besides that weathering effect, it's that I think the weapons could use a little bit more detail. This is actually probably one of the more detailed ones I've seen because it's got some different colors going for it, so that's cool. But yeah, it is what it is. One thing about these figures that I think has been totally awesome is they come with all kinds of alternate hands. She's got all kinds of alternate hands as I hit the little thing here. Oop. So yeah, she comes with just like weapon holding hands, kind of like, I guess you could say if you know wrestling toys, then mic holding hands. But she's got like one like a pointing hand, or like put it up to her head for like listening, like a comm, I guess, a radio. She's got a couple of open hands. And then we have close-fisted hands. She comes with the helmet, which I think is just an alternate head. I don't think it actually goes on her. I think it's a head swap. Still cool though, I like it. I like her helmet design. I like the more sleek kind of pointed design. I think it's unique. If you're wondering where to get these, they're pretty much sold everywhere. Walmart, Target, GameStop. I have found all of them except for my Master Chief. I picked up Master Chief when it first came out at Walmart. I found all the others at either GameStop or Target. I think I got Jerome at Target. I think I got a meal at a GameStop. I think Master Chief at Walmart. I got Jerome at Target, and the rest of them I have found at GameStops. My Walmart hasn't gotten a new set since the one that had Cat in it. So my Walmart's not getting these. My GameStop has had all of them so far. They sell pretty quickly though, because GameStop doesn't get like a bunch of them. So there we go. We got Palmer. Really nice head sculpt. I think is she? I was gonna say, is she the first one we've had like a human head for? Not just a helmet? I know I haven't. No, Cat came with one. The Cat head sculpt was really good too. And hers is too. Like, it's a very smooth head sculpt. Head scan. Like, there's no fuzziness to it. It's very smooth, very clean. I like it. Her armor looks really good. Not a whole lot of like that weird weathering effect. I know, I get it. It's a weathering effect. I don't like it. I like this. I like the more cool, smooth armors. She has if you're not familiar with the Spartan collection, she's got a torso joint. She's got a shoulder ball joint. It does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist moves. Same thing with the knees, double jointed knees. No real foot swivel, but it does go back and forth. Yeah. She looks really good. They're much more articulate than they look. Master Chief was the same way. Like, you look at the Master Chief in his bulky armor, or Jerome, or any of them, and you're like, that doesn't look like it's going to be very good. And then they end up being great. My only complaint is I noticed some people are having trouble with the thigh, like, ball joint things. I haven't had any issues with any of those so far, but I know people who have. I guess if I had any other kind of complaint here, I don't know if this is a design thing with her. I can't remember. But, like, her arms and, like, her mid-piece and all that stuff, it's black. But, like, on her armor here, it's kind of a gray. I don't remember if her design was intentionally like that, or if it's just a bit of a wonky thing on the figure itself. She stands well. These figures surprisingly stand really well. Again, they're bulky and heavy, so you'd think they would lean a lot. They don't. But there you go. Yeah, I'm not going to do a head swap. I actually like her more without the helmet. But there you go if you want to do one. Pretty cool. I was trying to there you go. That's what it would look like. Not quite, but hey. But yeah. There's our Palmer. I like it. I think she looks really good. Very clean, very crisp. Nice. I'm still waiting. I don't know if Jazzware's only doing Spartan characters. I keep thinking like, man, I'd love an Arbiter, like a Halo 2 or 3 Arbiter. I have a weird feeling we're not going to get that, but I know it's Spartan Collection. I'm just saying. Somebody, I shouldn't say somebody asked me. Just for anybody who may want to know, I'm not getting a lot of the World of Halo stuff. I'm only getting the World of Halo stuff that they make vehicles for, and that's just to like display them. So like, I got the World of Halo Warthog. Looks fantastic for a like $25-$30 thing that it was. Looks fantastic, and it had like hard rubber tires too and removable gas tank. It was amazing. I also have a Ghost, and I think those are the only two so far, right? The Warthog and the Ghost. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a Pelican. I would love a Pelican. So I'm not really getting those figures. I'm just getting the vehicles because they're small and you can display them and they look fantastic. All right, we're going to open up Noble 6. I already cut the tape. Yeah, GameStop. Cool. Like I said, I used to not be the biggest Reach fan, Halo Reach fan, but I learned to love that game so quickly. It's kind of one of those things where, like, I think it was a little overhyped for me. Like, I played it when I got it, and I enjoyed it. But I remember thinking, like, it was predictable. Like, you knew what was going to happen if you just followed it. Again, I'm not going to spoil it, but still. However, over time, I grew a very deep appreciation for it, just, like, mechanically as a game. And the more I played it, the more I did connect with a lot of the characters and story. So, yeah, Halo Reach, over time, really grew on me. But it took a while, but eventually I learned to love it. And I'm hoping we get all the characters. Like I said, so far we got Cat and Emil. Now we got Noble 6. And here we go. Speaking of Noble 6. Again, he's got his rifle. Again, looks good. This looks better than the ones we got with like Master Chief. Or the weapons we got with the meal and stuff. Like it's got more of a decent paint job on it. Like multicolored. I like that. Looks really good. It's like the classic kind of rifle look because it's a bit of an older game. Cool. He's got his own colored Magnum, so there we go. Pretty cool. Again, a lot of very similar alternate hands. These figures come with tons of alternate hands, but you will notice they're the same alternate hands for each figure. They're not molded the same. They have their own special molds. Like if you noticed on Palmer's, like her fingers had like the fingertips on them. But they do come with the same ones. Like so, Noble 6 has his like weapon holding hands, his mic holding hands, if you will. But he also has open hands. Same as Palmer. He has one little like pointing / communication radio hand. And then he's got close-fisted hands. So they all come with these same hands. Master Chief did, Emil did, they all do. And now we can get Noble 6 and stuff. Whoa, buddy, he came out of there quick. These have improved a lot. I might have to get me like one of the updated Master Chiefs just to do a comparison. But here we go. I like it. I really do. Very clean. Again, like I think they're finally getting away from the weathered look thing. Because Master Chief had a lot of it. Cat had it. Palmer doesn't really seem to have it, and neither does Noble 6. So I think they're getting away from it, which is nice. I hope we get a Master Chief without it. But yeah, this looks great. I'm pretty sure the knife is removable, right? Yep, knife is removable. Just like I think a meal came with a knife. I like it. I like the armor. Everything pops pretty well. You got the black here, black there. All the same articulation. He's got a bicep joint, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. He has more of an ankle pivot. Stands very well. I don't think Palmer did. She kind of does, but hers is like really stiff. His is loose. Not in a bad way, in a good way. I like it. It's nice. I've noticed this. Okay, here on the back, you'll notice this part that kind of sticks out. I've noticed some figures either have the... is it removable? It's moving. Hold on. Oh! So, I might be wrong on this. If I remember correctly, I'll have to go back and watch the video. When I unboxed the Master Chief, his peg stuck out, and then the gun like hooked on the back, and it looked very funny because it like stuck out. Now this has a peg here, and it's like covered with this, but the gun doesn't have a peg. That's interesting. See, the gun still has that. Now, does this go in backwards? Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh. Yo, I gotta go back and check my Master Chief. I didn't know. Does she have that? She does. Oh my god. So, yo, I just made a new discovery. I've unboxed, like, what did I say, 4 of these, and I haven't noticed this. That little piece goes the other way, and you can plug the thing in there. And if you don't want it, take it off, and then just plug it back in. And there you go, peg is gone. That was something I complained about on the Master Chief figure. I was like, why is the peg sticking out? I gotta go dig it out and see if it comes out and I can flip it sideways. That's amazing. I didn't know these did that. That shows how much I paid attention. Oh my god. That is cool. I've slagged on Jazzwares for a few things, but credit for you. That's a genius idea. I'm sure they're not the first to do that, but that is awesome. Anyway, yeah, that's great. There's our Noble Six. He's like I said, he's a very simple looking character because he's your player character. You're supposed to kind of, you know, act like it's you. That's why he's pretty plain looking. He's just got gray with little hints of blue. Not too much going on, but excellent figure. I'm glad we got it. It's another Reach member, so awesome. I'm hoping we get some ODST, guys. That'd be nice. I loved ODST. That's an underrated game. I know people who swear that's the best Halo game, too. Again, disagree. It's up there, but I disagree. Halo hasn't had a lot of bad games, to be fair. I think people slag on 4 and 5. I really like 4. I thought it gave Master Chief a lot more character depth. 5, I can understand why people slagged it. It was very misleading. And I agree. They bungled 5 a little bit. Multiplayer was still great, but they bungled it. That's the only one I've really ever... and even then, I don't dislike it, but it's definitely the most underwhelming one. But I'm looking forward to Infinite. So, yeah, these are nice. I noticed these aren't coming with... I think the Master Chief and some of the other stuff came with like little download codes. These are not now. I still have them too. They're over there on my shelf for when I get Halo Infinite. I'm going to plug those in and see what I get. I don't know what we're supposed to get, but yeah. Either way, Noble Six and Palmer, these are really cool. I think this series is getting better as it goes. The Master Chief and Cat that came out really early, you can see the wonkiness there. Like, it's getting there. I think Jerome and Emil were pretty damn good. And these, like, you're seeing the full potential. I really do believe, like, with these two, you're seeing, like, the full potential of what this series can be. And I love it. I do. It's grown a lot on me. Again, this isn't something you're going to see a lot of. Like, you know, we got Noble Six. Obviously, I already have Master Chief. We got Noble Six. There's Palmer. But, like, that asshole in the middle, Spartan Mark 5B, just because he's got a different color scheme, I'm not getting those. I'm only going to get, like, the characters I really like and know. I'm not getting multiplayer color skins. Like, that's just dumb. But, yeah, I like it. this series is growing on me. I think it's gotten better as it goes, and I think it can continue to get even better. The only thing I can really think of that would really make it a lot better, give us an updated Master Chief without the weathering effect, or like a more classic design Master Chief, and maybe like some more detail on the weapons. Like, even though they have different colors to match their armors and stuff now, I do think you could add a little bit more detail, kind of make them a little bit pop more. They're definitely more detailed than like the G.I. Joe classified figures. But, you know, it is what it is. Weapons, not the toys. Those classified figures are kind of hit and miss, but they're pretty good toy-wise. The weapons are what throws me off on those. Which is funny because we're going to be doing some classified pretty soon. I got Breaker and Major Blood. So, and I've got a Barbecue Kelly on the way. I finally got one on Target on the website. So that'll be in a mailbag. But yeah, I like this. The series is growing on me. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Check them out. If you're questioning Jazzwares or Wicked Cool Toys' Spartan collection based off of those early figures that were a little janky, they have gotten a lot better. I think starting with that Emil and Jerome wave, they really hit their stride, and they're starting to get really good. So yeah, recommend them. They're really good, especially if you're a big Halo fan like I am. And that's it. Thank you. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I appreciate anybody who does. Not sure what the next videos are going to be, but I will catch you guys whenever we get there. Thank you.